Please welcome Julie Seman.
Welcome to Primerica Live, teammates. As you can hear, this theater is jam-packed today. I'll tell you what, this audience is here to join us for all the excitement that's going to happen on this stage. Listen, I don't even know what to talk about first because today happens to be the 48th anniversary of our great company. Let's give it up for 48 years. And then, teammates, we have had a record-setting week in milestones. I can't wait to talk about all that good stuff. And we are celebrating a monstrous milestone today, really two of them. $1 million earner Diana Macias, and she just rolled over too. And then, of course, I have a ton of announcements to talk to you about because I want you to know what you are playing for in the month of February so that we can continue in this record-setting success that we have experienced over the past few years. So let's get started because, teammates, listen, I've got a surprise for you, a special guest on today's show. As I said, this is our 48th year anniversary, birthday. I don't know how you look at it, but we are 2 years away from the 50th. We are going to be celebrating right here in Atlanta, Georgia, in that Mercedes-Benz Stadium. You might have thought the Super Bowl was exciting last night. Well, I promise you it won't even compare to what we have going on in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium 2 years from now. But I want us to go back 48 years ago with one of our founders, teammates. We have with us today $1 million earner, the incredible Rusty Crossland. Rusty? Rusty,
Good morning.
Good morning. I am so honored that you joined us because you were there 48 years ago. I would love for you to share with us. I wish we could spend all of today hearing the stories because those are some of my favorite moments in Primerica.
Right, mathematically right. We had a mission, we had a crusade, and we were doing what was right. And so the people that joined us then, and since then, have shared that same idea that we are doing something special. We are creating a tremendous legacy, not only for our teammates that follow us, but for the communities that we serve. And every day I'm reminded of this. And, when we receive, something about a death claim, or I talk to a client who's accumulated some wealth over the last 10, 15, 20, or 30 years, putting their money into our investment programs. That further ingrains in my mind that what we started was something that I don't know that will ever be duplicated again in the annals of American business history. So I'm just excited to be a part of it. I remember when Art wrote the book, Coach, I remember talking to him and telling him two things. I said, Art, I think of two things here. Number one, by reading this and remembering all the great things we did early on, it reminds me that we were we were right in what we were doing and what we were telling people. And then, that I had, Rusty Crossland had, some small part to play in this journey. And to me, that's part of, Rusty Crossland's legacy, that I had a small part in helping this team grow. But today we have, just like you were talking about, we have $1 million earners. Seem like $1 million earners today is sort of like $100,000 earners, were, back then. And so I don't know. I just, the opportunity just keeps getting better. And it's sometimes I shake my head and don't understand all of that, but it's obviously because we have great people joining our company that understand what we do and want to help their communities and are excited about the opportunity. And that's really what it's all about. And I think the key for the people that are watching, us today, in 2 years we'll be 50 years old. And the key really is the young people that are watching us today, what will their next 50 years look like in Primerica? And it's important to build a legacy of greatness, not only for you and your family, but to keep this company growing, protect the company, and build it in the right kind of way. And I'm hoping that people like me and some of the other original folks that are still around, can continue to mentor and help this new generation protect our business and build it even greater in the next 50 years. So that's sort of my hope for everybody.
Well, thank you, Rusty, and thank you for sharing that with us, and most importantly, for joining us today on this monumental occasion. We would not be here without you. If you hadn't said yes to Art Williams and doubled down on founding this great company, none of us would have the lives that we have. So thank you, Rusty. Let's give it up for the incredible Rusty Crossland. Teammates, Rusty is not only a founder, he is an SNSD, as you know, $1 million earner and Circle of Champions member. His success is our success because he said yes to this great opportunity. And what I just heard Rusty say is that the fundamentals are the fundamentals. See, when you stand with purpose, when you stand for a cause, when you decide that what middle America needs is financial education and that you can build a business at Primerica to offer more people protection as well as investments, all of our dreams can become a reality together. I agree with him. I'm not sure any other company in America could do what we do because our foundation is so strong. It has created the values that we all share today, and it enables us to make a difference in lives. I could not be more proud of each and every one of you. All right, teammates, let's talk about all of those milestones. Like I said, we had a record-setting week. I mean, this just keeps getting better and better at Primerica, right? So I want to start off by recognizing our new ring earners, and $100,000 a year is a big daggum deal, guys. So let's give it up for new $100,000 earners, Matt and Cheryl Wilson, Aaron and Janika Dillon, Austin and Brianne Crawford, Jermaine and Jocelyn Vita, Dwayne and Jamie Miller, and Jacob Goykin. Adding their second diamond to their ring, new $200,000 earners, Carrie Ann Demirs and Alex Chagney, Farley Gonzalez and Julio Mayer, Dan and Lana Schwartz, Jan and Will Larkin, Ryan and Emma Simones, Luis and Kendall Zigniga, Scotty and Bob Ledoux. Adding their third diamond to their ring, that is full ownership in Primerica. Let's put our hands together for Harry and Adelaide Thomas, Wayne and Yami Luke, Rolney Nathalis and Maria Fiva, Carlos and Gabriela Guevara, Gerald and Hannah Bilker, Eugene and Darcy Kripitsky. And adding their fourth diamond to their ring, Vinny and Judy Pernice. We've got 4 new $500,000 earners, Ken and Vanessa Stafford, Mark and Kelsey Daniels, Robert and Charlene Guerreau. And on today's show, Macias and Luis Rodriguez. And adding their 6th diamond to their ring, give it up for Jeff and Rachel Seagrave, and Trevor and Laura Bush. Earning $700,000 a year in income, Jesus and Nancy McAdam, Paul and Sydney Neely, Tony and Katie Kaiser, and Scott and Bobby Sue Nordblom. And adding their 9th diamond to their ring, that means they are near-term $1 million earners. Rocio and Lucy, Houston Espinoza, Pat and Suzanne Mullaney. Adding their 12th diamond, $1.2 million in income, Lorenzo and Daniela Carrion. And adding their 13th diamond, Ben and Samantha Shepard. At $1.5 million in income, Charlemont and Marlene Geneston. Adding their 16th diamond to their ring, Tony and Shelly Narang. At $1.7 million in income, Jorge and Mary Fanal. Adding his 42nd diamond, teammates, that's $4.2 million in income, Miguel Illich. And then, at their 85th diamond, $8.5 million in income, give it up for Willie and Lorena Narano. And then we have a series of new $1 million earners, but this first one has rolled over a second code of $1 million, teammates, which is Rare Air in Primerica, one of our elite leaders. Give it up for the incredible Mary Walker. And then new $1 million earner number 152, Byron and Jessica Chatfield. And here with us today, just by coincidence, is number 153, rolled over this weekend, Fatima Gomes and Felix Mello. And then we have crowned number 154, the incredible Kurt and Meg Poole. In addition, I have a new $2 million earner who happens to be here to celebrate her $1 million earner status. And teammates, listen, she is the fastest in company history to ever get to $2 million. Give it up for the incredible Diana Macias and Maria Luna. Listen, I told you we had one heck of a show today. I mean, this is like the celebration of all times, right? So let's talk about Top 1 February, teammates. We are playing for 2 destinations right now. Our securities contest, we are headed on our first international trip ever. Reach for the peak. We are headed to the Fairmont Chateau Whistler. Man, I'll tell you what, I would double down right now on getting to that incredible destination. Bar none, some of our best intimate trips with our securities producers. And then, of course, for our entire sales force. We are playing for Breakaway to the Bay, to the Gaylord Pacific Resort in San Diego, California. Make sure you've got those event dates on your calendar. And this is a magical month, teammates, because this month right here in February, you can earn a reset. So let's talk about how you get that. Teammates, you can do one recruit by $3,000 in life premium. FTOs count. So for new recruits, they can participate, or one recruit by $30,000 of total securities volume. And you can be reset to that last on-track slot in your main title qualification category. But listen, if you don't need the reset, we're going to give you an extra 150 builders production points. And then to top it all off, you're going to get that top one patch, teammates. Of course, we've got this series of patches that you can collect and put on a jacket, a ball cap, whatever it is you want to put those on to show the success that you are experiencing month in and month out at Primerica to achieve your goals. But we all know it starts with the field training bonus. When a new recruit enters the business, teammates, it's an incredible tool for you to engage that new recruit on their way to get life licensed and field train to earn those field training bonus credits. When they log into the Primerica app within the first 24 hours, they'll bank a $50 field training bonus credit to kick off their field training bonus. And then I want to remind everybody, of course, you're competing right now for the future. Our next 150 RVPs will walk across the stage in San Diego, as well as the Circle of Champions, kicked off in January, runs through May, and then teammates, Glenn has challenged us all to protect families with our incredible next-gen product. And so we are doubling down in 2025, and nothing represents that better than Titans of Term and the certificates associated with those who are growing their business in a month, right? We did this in January. We're doing it in February, year over year, February 25 over February 24, by growing their life premium by 25%, teammates, 25%. Now that is taking a stand, living with purpose, and changing people's lives. So that certificate you see right there will be emailed directly to teammates, and we want to hand out as many of those as we can. And then, of course, there are some Rep Marketing Center campaigns which continue to put you in front of your clients and your prospects. So let me encourage you in both the U.S. and Canada to enable the upcoming holiday campaigns. We have President's Day on February 17th in the U.S., and on that same date in Canada, it's Family Day. Those are available to you now. And we have a series of meetings coming up. Let me start by talking about our incredible AALC, and they're celebrating their 25-year anniversary this year. Of course, that meeting in Orlando in April. You see the QR code right there. You can use that to register, or you can hop on POL. And in celebration of Black History Month, as well as the 25 years of success of our AALC, we are highlighting in the USA Today Black History Month newspaper the incredible Princess and George Mitchell, teammates. So be sure to check that out. That is on newsstands right now. And then our first ever APILC regional meeting is going to be in May. You see all of the details right there. Again, a QR code, or you can go to POL to get registered. And lastly, in our strategic markets area, of course, Conquer Your Destiny, our Women in Primerica Leadership Conference, September 26th through the 28th. So early registration is open right now for our Women in Primerica Executive Committee, Board of Directors, AG, and $1 Million earners. I'd encourage you to go out there and get registered. We all know this event sells out. But next month in March, it's going to open for everyone. And then, teammates, I've got just a few notes for you before I turn this whole show over to Diana Macias and her team about Seize the Thrill, which is coming up here right around the corner. We are all headed to Universal, right, which we have bought out the park. It will only be Primerica in the park, all the food, all the drink, no lines, all the rides, right? Yeah. And so there's a little event information that we want to make sure you are super clear on. So you see the phase 1 night that we're in the park is on Monday, February 24th, a little bit of a different pattern than it normally is. Phase 2 is Thursday, February 27th. Of course, you can bring additional guests. Those tickets are $200, and you can purchase those tickets by going back to the event registration site. You see there's more details there because there's a bunch included in those tickets. So make sure that you are doing that so you don't get there and have to figure it out. It's so much easier to do that ahead of time. Take a picture of that slide that I put up. It'll also be posted out on POL. You can check it out there, teammates, but we cannot wait to see you at Universal Studios. And then, of course, it's a holiday this next week. I just talked about it being President's Day here in the U.S., so there won't be a show here on PFN TV, but there is a ton of good content in the archives, teammates, so I hope you'll go out there and check that out. But we will have a show the next Monday, and we will be coming to you live from Orlando. So you do not want to miss out on our show on Monday, February 24th. It's going to be an hour earlier at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out this lineup: SNSD Sam Shepard, SNSD Whitney Cooper, and SNSD Bill Whittle, all $1 million earners. I'm telling you, it just keeps getting better at Primerica, right? But today, we are here to celebrate 1 million, and we're gonna go ahead and say 2 million too, because it just happened, okay? The incredible Diana, Macias, and Maria Luna. Teammates, let's roll that video.
Just over 7 years ago, Primerica's $127 million earners, SVP Diana Macias and her mother and partner, Maria Luna, from Miami, Florida, made the decision to go into business for themselves with Primerica, a choice that has changed their families' lives forever.
Diana Macias is the perfect picture of success at Primerica. She came from a successful background in the medical field, but didn't feel like that career was giving her the rewards that she and her family deserved, and in less than 8 years has built an incredible Primerica business. In a unique partnership with her mother, Maria Luna, the two of them together have created a great business for themselves, for their family, but also spreading that success to other leaders on their team.
When she was introduced to Primerica, she realized that the opportunity offered her the same flexibility and independence she loved about nursing, but with an income potential based on the number of families she helped.
I always wanted to be able to help people when they were ill or sick, right? But isn't it one of the worst sickness or diseases to be broke and poor? Isn't that worse than anything? To lose sleep, right? Because you can't pay your bills, you can't feed your kids, maybe never able to dream of a vacation or retiring, right? So I found that here. I realized that I was going to be able to help them and help myself.
Diana started part-time at first, but after a few months of building, she decided to go all in with her mom, Maria, offering support. By the end of their second year in business, they had risen to the RVP level. In April 2018, the pair achieved full ownership of their business at the $300,000 cash flow level. At the 2019 Primerica International Convention, while fighting to drive their business to the next level, increasing their impact on the communities they serve, and duplicating themselves in as many like-minded people as they could find, Diana was honored with the Virginia Carter Award. Over the next 4 years, the duo focused on leading from the front, pushing their teammates up to the next level, and introducing as many people as they could to the opportunity that changed their own lives.
Winning with the right people. You know, it takes a long time to find right people. We have to recruit a lot, like people say, to get to the right people. But as you become the right person, you find the right people. People are the most important asset in our business, and we have to change to become more of a people person.
By staying coachable to uplines, NSD Miguel Illich, SNSD Willie and Lorena Naranjo, and SNSD Omar and Danielle Oropesa. And with their laser focus on building a thriving business through life licensing, Diana and Maria advanced to SVP and then claimed the Ruby Ring in May 2023. Diana and Maria's passion for providing excellent service to the families they serve, their dedication to helping their teammates achieve their goals, and their commitment to growing distribution through life licensing are reflected in every client they help and every milestone they reach.
Primerica is more than honored to recognize Diana Macias and Maria Luna as our 127th $1 million earners. day today. A great day of celebration. I'm honored to be joined on stage by Diana Maria's team. Diana, just be right here in the middle. You're the superstar in the center. Also, our great corporate leadership team over here today. Today is our 48th birthday as a company, as you heard from the great Rusty Crossland. It's a weekend where we've recognized 4 brand new $1 million earners all in one weekend, including Fatima and Felix, who are right here behind us. So give them a hand. And it's a special day and a special honor to be able to recognize Diana and Maria as our 127th $1 million earners and our fastest ever to $2 million in the company's history. Congratulations. We've got some great recognition for you. We're going to start out, Diana, with Peter Snyder, for the first time ever, has a $1 million bill and a $2 million bill to recognize you with on the same show. Congratulations on those. Hold those up here so you can get a good picture with them, all right? Okay. And then we'll hand those off to your teammates back here. Hang on, you guys get the $1 million, just to remind you that you guys hang on to the $2 million over here. All right, then of course we've got the jerseys. I know Maria's not here with us, but Diana, they're the 127th $1 million jerseys. Give them a hand, isn't that awesome? All right, hand those off to teammates behind you too, if you will, because we saved the best for last. And of course, Julie has the ruby ring, the $1 million ring. Put that on if you would. Hold it out and show the entire world. $1 million earner number 127.
Feel the need to succeed. Break away from the rest of the fleet and qualify for Primerica's next Elite Leadership event in San Diego, California. Join other Primerica leaders at the brand new Gaylord Pacific Resort and Convention Center in Chula Vista, California. Views span from the incomparable San Diego Bay to the Chula Vista Marina on the Pacific Ocean. Primerica leaders like you will be among the first to experience all that this incomparable new SoCal resort has to offer. You'll find a variety of delicious dining options, an award-winning spa, exciting water park, family-friendly activities, and more. Be among the best of the best when you take in high-energy general sessions, experience thrilling onstage recognition, and hear from legends who can help you soar to new heights. You're sure to leave inspired and ready to take flight when you get home. Mach speeds aren't necessary to get downtown. It's only minutes away. From nearby beaches for swimming in the surf to taking in the nearby sights and family fun, Southern California is renowned for its sunny days and temperate climate, making this the perfect spot to enjoy an endless summer while you rub elbows with the top leaders in Primerica. Primerica leadership events are special, but nothing compares to helping families learn how to make the most of their money while building an amazing future for you and your family. Are you ready to launch your business into the stratosphere? It's time to break away to the Bay.
I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm blessed. I have all the mixed emotions that you can have, and this is such an amazing time for our company and our team. And I want to take a couple minutes just to thank so many people, because none of this is possible. It's not just Diana Macias, none of this is possible if it's not because there's a huge team behind all of this and a lot of people that we have to thank. And before I get started, I want to thank our founder, Art Williams, and all the founders that would make this possible and pave the way for us, as well as home office and everyone behind it that really make all of this easy and fast for us, because honestly, without them, we probably couldn't do it either. I want to take a minute also to especially thank my mother, the beautiful Maria Luna, that she's not here. She's not here to receive the check, the ring, the recognition, because she's out there doing what the partners do. She's helping with my daughter. But she's been an incredible inspiration in my life, not just now, but for the last, I'm not going to tell my age, but for the last this amount of years, okay? She was an example of a strong woman, example of a happy woman, a persevering woman, a woman that always saw what's possible and always believed in me. And nowadays, I'm the result of a beautiful mom that loved me and has supported me no matter what. So thank you so much, Mom, for everything you do for me. I have to obviously thank Miguel Ilich. Miguel is a special and rare person. I mean, you got to really know him to understand, but he can be scary, okay? He can be a little bit out there, but without his big dreams and his big vision and his commitment to our team and our goals, none of this will be possible. He was the first one that was able to make me dream and made me believe that I could do a lot more than I ever thought I could achieve. Then we obviously have our incredible and amazing uplines, Willie and Lorena. They are the best example in our entire hierarchy that everything is possible. Their commitment, their work ethic is incredible. Their leadership, everything that they have taught us is possible because of them, so I'm eternally grateful for them. They have not just showed us what we can do in the business, but they become our great friends, family friends, my daughter's friends, I mean everything. So I'm very grateful and they keep inspiring me every day. So thank you, Willie and Lorena, for everything that you have done for us and the entire Naranjo hierarchy for the last 9 years. Omar and Danielle Oropesa have also played an incredible role in all of this. In the beginning, when I joined Primerica, I was really scared of Omar. I must say I'm still a little bit scared of him once in a while. But I'm scared because he knows too much. He knows so much about the business. So he knows everything that you do right, but he can also know everything that you can do better. And he always pushes us to be better. He has taught us everything. And Danielle, it's a great partner as well. And they're a great example of family, of Christian people, and a great example of leadership. So thank you so much, Omar. Now, I want to thank this Millionaire Philosophy, and we're missing the last one there. We're missing Fatima and Felix, that they just joined that incredible team. But this has been one of our greatest experiences, to be able to work with these titans, these captains, like all of us together. I think we have shown what unity means. Without them, we definitely would have been crossing all the milestones that we're crossing. And yes, it's because of our work ethic, but thank you to each one of them. We make decisions together, we play together, we keep each other on our toes, right, on competing and doing things. And the best thing is that all of us together, we keep the great vision and we work as a team and as a family. Lastly, before last, the great fast and strong hierarchy. When I look at this picture, I think and I say, oh my God, when did this all happen? I started like any of you guys. I started with just one IBA, one dream, and before I noticed, if you do the work little by little, more people stay and more people stay and more people want to change their life. And when I look at that picture, I don't know at what time, how did we do it to get to all those people that work hard? But I really admire them because I know what they're going through. I know what they're fighting for. But I just want to tell them that if they keep fighting, all the dreams are possible, and I want to thank them. And last but not least, my heroes, okay? These are really the heroes of my hierarchy. They're the RVPs of the fast and strong hierarchy. And we're doing great things together. And together we have made this $2 million team become a reality. But I know you guys are gonna all get to $1 million and more. And I'm here to help you and to guide you. And I'm forever grateful, because they say one is too small to achieve anything great. And the only reason why greatness is being represented right now in this scenario is because of you guys. So thank you so much. So before I leave the stage, I'm going to let you know that today you guys are in for a great show. Because like I said, I'm not really what makes the show. The show makes them this incredible team that I'm going to introduce you to you today. And I brought for you guys today the best of Fast and Strong. And we're going to today get started with our regional leader, senior regional leader, Krizia Gomez. And you're going to learn a lot from her. So please, let's welcome Krizia to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Krizia Gomez, and I'm super honored to be here with you today. I like to start saying, we all have dreams and goals that we wish to achieve, but how often do we find ourselves falling short, distracted, or wanting to giving up halfway? The missing ingredient that turns dreaming into reality is not luck, it's discipline. Discipline is a mindset, a philosophy, a millionaire philosophy, which I've had the privilege of learning as I closely work with my mentor and coach, Diana Macias. To tell you where we come from, back home, I'm from Ecuador. Originally, I was a teacher. My sister was a fashion advisor. Despite having fulfilling careers, as you can see, there came a time in which we felt stuck. So we needed to make decisions. We came to the United States seeking for new opportunities, and that is why we migrated to the United States. Just a few days after arriving, the next slide, please. After a few days arriving, our journey took an unexpected turn. We were approached at Costco. We are a product of a prospecting in Costco, which we will always be grateful with our upline, Miriam Gonzalez, who introduced to us this amazing opportunity that changed our lives forever. We didn't have market, we didn't have knowledge, but neither we had excuses. We just learned to become discipline ourselves to succeed. We discipline ourselves to show up daily. We discipline ourselves to study the business. We discipline ourselves in every single day in trainings in the office. We discipline and master the fundamentals of the business. We discipline in personal growth. We discipline our emotion and our thought. And the most important, we discipline ourselves with the daily activity. Regardless of that, our first years in the business, we saw no results. We were at 0 by 0 the whole first year in our business. But discipline became our driving force, not motivation. Discipline always substitutes motivation. We showed up every day, we kept learning, we kept working, we prospected every day. After countless attempts, the result finally came. Second year in the business, we became top recruiters, top producers, and we earned the Rookie of the Year 2022. But let me ask you this. Have you ever been winning and still feel stuck? Well, we were at that point because even though we had made a huge progress, after that recognition, we realized that we weren't growing. Because after being recognized as top recruiters, we stepped out on the stage and we had no team. So that is where we realized that we were playing Primerica recognition and not Primerica building. So we needed to change. We needed to change, right? Because here's the truth. If you don't change something, nothing would change. So we got a lot of prospecting through social media. We became very popular in social media, and we decided to stop that. No more Zoom meetings, no more cold market, no more prospecting on social media. So what happens then? We choose to adjust. We choose to do it the Alan Williams way, okay, the correct way. Prospecting in the correct market and prospecting 150-mile rule. Have you read that? Where R. Williams teaches us that we need to build the business just as you build a family, face-to-face, close with people. That really made a change, a huge change in our business. That shift to face-to-face prospecting, the next one please, led us to recruit in the correct way. We discipline ourselves on a prospect daily routine in the correct market, okay, bearing people near to us. That took us to prospect. That took us to recruit that person in the kitchen table, and that took us to train that person in their natural market. And that led us just 4 months after, what took us 2 or 3 years to grow, in 4 months, a huge change happened in our business. We built and trained a team that was ready to win. It was no longer about us winning individually. It was about us and another team winning too. As the say says, a leader who demonstrates discipline sets a strong example for the team. It is so easy to build a team if you lead by example and if you lead it face to face. So that was the change. Now, motivation is important because it's what makes you go, but discipline is what makes you win. Where most people would have quit, we just kept going because of the discipline, because we got so used to the routine. And 2024, I'd say it was our year of growth. So much to keep growing, but we finally saw more results, okay? We grew our income in a 58%. Our premium grew 62%. We recruited over 600 recruits last year, and we licensed over 85 new people. We broke income record as future RVP in our office. We received our $100,000 recognition and convention, and we earned, not the rookie now, we were the trainers of the year in the annual awards of our hierarchy 2024. But the growth doesn't end there. We have so much to grow. Now we're committed to become the best version in this 2025. We're gonna cross our 200K before RVP, our contract in July, and ownership before the year ends. And now, if you ever thought, whenever you think of giving up, remember your family. Remember the commitment you did with them, with their future. Your success or lack of success will impact your generations forever. And I want to leave you, as I conclude, I'd like to leave you with some powerful advice that I learned from my coach, Diana Macias, who recently became a $2 million earner. She told me something that I never forgot. Not even in my toughest time, I always remember her voice. Krizia, if you become disciplined in the most important things in the business for a period enough of time, I guarantee you success. And she was true. Thank you, Diana Macias. Thank you, people.
Wasn't she incredible? And she actually didn't tell everything, but she's a single mom, mother of 3 kids. I don't know how she does it. I mean, I have one, and sometimes I feel I don't have time. So she does a great job, but I don't want you guys just to clap. I want you to take notes. She talked about I didn't have market, but I worked for an entire year of becoming better. Even though she didn't have the results, she kept working and becoming better. She didn't give up, and that's why she has the results. The other thing she said is she grew in every area, in the important areas. She showed recruiting, premium, licenses. So she's been in the business for already since 2020, but her growth, she just saw it until now. 2024 was her best year. And the last thing that I have to say, it's amazing. She is a senior region at 100,000. So I believe like everyone in Primerica can make money if you become good at the right things, if you become disciplined, like she said, but if you become good at the right things and you persist. And the last thing she said, which is very important, is she says, I'm gonna get off of social media, I'm gonna get off of doing things not at the kitchen table, the Zoom, because she understood that the basis of our business are exactly what our founder taught us. This is a business that it builds family through family at the kitchen table. We create relationships, and that made their numbers change, not just the numbers, but the business, because she had numbers, but she wasn't building a business, which is what she's doing. So I'm sure she's gonna be a great RVP, and she's gonna be another $1 million owner in our hierarchy. Now, I have the pleasure now to introduce our next speaker, a person that I really, really admire a lot. He's a powerful partnership, and I call him the champion of the champions because he's really a true champion. Please welcome Luis Rodriguez to the stage.
Wow, good morning, Primerica. It's an honor to be here with all of you guys today. I feel blessed. It's an honor to be here. Thank you. I'm here representing the whole Naranjo hierarchy, Fast and Strong hierarchy, my base shop, the best base shop in the United States, team champions. Thank you so much for everything. Just to start a little bit about ourselves, me and my mom, I do the business with my mom. She's not my girlfriend, she's not my wife. She looks young, but she's my mom. And I'm really, I'm really happy to do this with you. Thank you so much for the opportunity that you gave me 7 years ago. Right now, connecting the dots, looking backwards, it makes sense. I didn't know what I was doing 7 years ago. But right now, connecting the dots, looking backwards, it makes sense. I mean, sometimes we want to connect the dots looking forward, and we can. I mean, we can. Right now, 7 years after, I can definitely connect the dots looking backwards, and I really, really feel blessed for what you did with me, Mom, and what I've been doing with the whole hierarchy, and also Diana, my coach. Thank you so much. So I've been in the country for about 9 years with my mom. We came here. We didn't know anything about this country. I mean, I didn't know anything about English. I didn't know anything about nothing from this country. And as the slide said, we came with nothing and we're going for everything. And I remember I told my mom on Friday when we crossed our 5th diamond, I told my mom, hey, it's crazy how 9 years ago when we came to this country, we didn't know anything, we didn't have anything. We just came, she came with $2,000, $3,000, and that's it as a saving. And just 9 years after in the country, we built a business over 500K a year, and then we're gonna cross the million this year, definitely. So it's not pressure, but yeah, we're gonna make it. And you know, as this slide right here, that's when I passed my test. That's my mom. I was her division leader in order for her to get promoted to regional leader. And I remember I told her she was struggling, and I told her, Mom, I want to be your division leader. I'll be your division leader. And I became her division leader. She got promoted to regional leader. And then I also have Fatima next to us. We were Fatima's replacement. And I remember I'm super thankful with her because she really helped me and my mom and my whole team, since day one. And that's when I passed my license. I got promoted to division leader, to regional leader then. And this is where the trade-off starts. with no English, I took my exam. I took my Series 6 exam for around 6 times, and I didn't know anything about English. But once I passed my life insurance license, I started studying for my securities license, and this is the trade-off. As you can see the time studying, I was studying at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. also. I used to study at 4 a.m. and I used to be at the office the next day at 8 a.m. in the morning for training. And I was one of the first people, agent, show up to the office after studying until 4 p.m. So most of you guys, most of people, don't hate me, but most of you speak more English than me and you haven't taken the exam yet. So, that's where the trade-offs start. In the middle of my career in Primerica, in order to become an RVP, I remember back in 2019, we went through a really, really hard situation, a really hard adversity. And as I said here, adversity causes some men to break, others to break records. And I told my mom, and my mom told me, we're going to use this adversity to break record. And we broke records. We were our regional leader #1 in the whole office, in the whole national hierarchy for the whole year. And then right here, as you guys can see, that was when my mom went through chemotherapy. And when she was going through chemotherapy, I don't know if you guys can see the picture, but I was well-dressed. I was office-dressed. I was the whole day, every single day I was in the hospital, I was well-dressed because I was in the field. I remember telling my Mom, if I close something, if I do a policy, if I do a 3 presentation, if I do a recruit, I'm going to go to the hospital. If I don't do none of those, I'm not going to show up to the hospital. Guess what? I never miss a day at the hospital because every single day I was closing something. So I used that as a reason to keep going. I used that as a reason why I remember back in the days I was telling God, I know you've proven me how bad do I want this, and I'm gonna show you how bad I want it because I really wanted it so bad. And then after that we got a promotion to regional vice president, and this is a picture of 3 years ago, and this is the picture last week. And as I put right here, discipline, commitment, and focus make you look better. Because we're in peace right now. We look better. Commitment and focus and discipline. And guys, I love this picture right here because building this business is like raising a child. And it took my mom 25 years in order to build this, in order to create this. And I know she went through frustration. I know she went through, bad days with me while raising me. I know she went through really bad days, frustration. She cried because of me. I gave her good moments also. But it took her 25 years in order to build the man who I am today. What do I mean by this? Building this business is like raising a child. So you're gonna have your child. You have a child right now. Who's your child? Right here, my pin right here. Primerica is your child. The IVA is your child. How are you raising your child? Because this child is gonna cause you frustration sometimes. This child is gonna cause you, bad days, good days, days that you don't wanna do it, oh, I wanna do it, emotions, all of that is gonna cause you. But you know what? My mom, she never quit on me. Even though when I was months, 2 months older or 3 months older, she never quit on me. That's why I am the man who I am today. So this is the same thing that's gonna happen with you and your business. If you don't quit on your business, if you don't quit on the opportunity, even though when you have chargeback, even though when you have bad days, even when you have good days, even when you have bad problems, when you have good problems, when you have what you have or what you will go through, don't quit on your child because it's gonna take you time in order to build the business you want to build. So right here, this is our non-negotiable topics for the business. We show up every single day to the office, every single day. We do accountability with the team. We focus on team cash. We focus on meeting attendance. Never go 0 by 0. Respect your business, respect yourself, and not quitting. And what do I mean by not quitting? Not quitting doesn't mean that you go out of Primerica and don't come back anymore. No, you start quitting when you don't do appointments. You start quitting when you don't show up to the office. You start quitting when you don't close anything per day. You start quitting when you don't do what you're supposed to do. That's the moment you start quitting in Primerica. And these are meeting attendance. As you can see, that was May, a couple months ago. We were in our RVP Training University Monday morning training. We had over 4 or 5 people in the morning. 3 or 4 months after, 5 months after, we have over 40 and 50 people in the office on a Sunday morning training and weekly training. We have over 40 and 50 people. So it was because of our decision. Guys, stop looking for the perfect recruit and start becoming the perfect recruit and the right recruit. You're not gonna track what you're not. You're gonna track who you are and what you are. And right here, you don't lack people, you don't lack money, you don't lack growth. What you lack is commitment, focus, and action. And it's up to you. Take ownership of your business. And I just wanna finish with this. I didn't bring my keys, but let's pretend this is your apartment keys or your house keys. I have my apartment keys. My apartment key doesn't open your apartment. Is the key run? Is the apartment run? The apartment is not run. What's wrong is the key that I'm using. So my question for you today before I finish is, are you using the right key on your business in order to open the door that you're supposed to open? My personal keys, it's been this. And this is the keys that I want to leave you guys with. Appointments, licenses, JAR, discipline, work ethic, faith in action, and persistence. That's the keys that every single day we're using in order to open not any door. Those are the keys that we're using to open the door for greatness and success. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys at the top because the bottom is too proud. Thank you so much.
I told you guys this was going to be an amazing show. I mean, like, I'm taking notes. I'm excited. I'm proud. I mean, it's incredible. Like, Mark Judy's crying over there. She says, my son. But can you imagine what she must feel to have had, like, starting this business a couple years ago, not knowing what it was going to be like, and now see her son become a man and doing what he's doing right now with the business is incredible. Now, I want to take a couple of things that Luis said. First, that he looks better. We can all agree with that, right? He looks better, definitely. But also his mentality. If you can see, he has a winning mindset. Even in the toughest times, his mindset was, I'm going to win no matter what. He never saw, they have never seen as a partnership, they've never seen their tough times as something to maybe slow down or anything like that. They've seen the toughest time. They have taken that, and that has made them stronger and pushed the business harder every single time. The other thing that I love that he says is, we think that people quit when they say, I don't want to come back to the office any longer, you don't see them. But he says, you quit when you stop doing what you're supposed to do in the business. We tend to think that time, it's the factor that's going to make you successful in our business. Or if I stay, if I don't quit, if I still come to the opportunity meeting, I might make it. And I don't think that's reality. Is if you don't stop doing what you're supposed to do, even if sometimes you don't do it the same, maybe pace that you do it, the strength because you're not motivated, but you don't stop doing. If you still recruit, if you still license, if you're still talking to people about Primerica, if you're still doing what our job is, then success is a guaranteed. So thank you so much, Liz. That was incredible, and I learned so much from it. And I know that $500,000, like they always tell us, you're only halfway done to the real job, but I know that $1 million is coming, and I'm counting on that for you guys to be the second $1 million from our hierarchy, the Fast and Strong hierarchy. So last but not least, they say you leave the best for last, right? But you guys are here for a great treat because the person that I'm going to introduce you is someone that I admire. She's my friend, and she's an inspiration for all of us. Fatima is going to tell you guys about her, and she's going to teach you a lot. But I want to tell you, what she's done in these last couple of years, her philosophy is persistency, and she's a great example that if you're persistent, if you're a believer and you're a hard worker, dreams can come true, because she's our newest $1 million earner. Please let me introduce to you Fatima Gomes.
Buenas tardes, Primerica. Estoy muy feliz y orgullosa precisamente de estar aquí en este evento tan espectacular, agradecida sobre todo a Primerica porque realmente me ha dado la oportunidad a mí de crecer profesionalmente en este país, donde no imaginaba que yo poder tener una oportunidad tan grande como esta y hoy estar aquí celebrando de verdad este acontecimiento tan grande que es para mi coach, para mi amiga Diana Macias, la mujer que me inspiró apenas que llegué a esta compañía, la mujer que realmente me guió, mi mentora en todo momento, de la cual no dudé en seguir en ningún instante. Gracias, Primerica, por realmente darnos la oportunidad a tantos latinos de estar aquí presentes y hoy poderles hablar en mi idioma, porque sé que no ha sido fácil, han sido muchos momentos de retos, pero gracias a Dios, para eso Dios me preparó para estar aquí. Comencé en el negocio en diciembre del 2016, donde muchas personas estaban acostumbradas, obviamente, a estar pensando en ¿qué? En distracciones. Yo estaba pensando en cómo salir adelante en este país, cómo encontrar una oportunidad. ¿Para qué? Para cambiar exactamente mi vida, porque quería sueños grandes en este país. Fui prospectada y a solamente tener 9 meses en el país conocí la oportunidad y comencé de inmediato. Solamente teniendo 10 días con la licencia, ya tenía 2 district leaders, comenzando a crecer este negocio tan espectacular que me brindó de inmediato entrar en una jerarquía donde obviamente todos somos latinos, la jerarquía naranjo, de la cual estoy sumamente agradecida y orgullosa. Y ahí, como lo ven, con 2 personas comencé. Actualmente uno de ellos son mi replacement, ganando sobre $500,000 de ingresos, Marjorie y Luis, una pareja de madre e hijo espectaculares, ¿ok? En un evento increíble de Omar Oropesa, tomé la decisión y sabía que estaba en el lugar correcto. Estaba en el lugar correcto, ¿por qué? Porque me vi rodeada de tanto éxito y sabía que aquí podía lograr y cumplir mis sueños. Dejé a un replacement antes de ser RVP con 102 licencias, un replacement que ya estaba listo porque nos encargamos siempre de saber lo que estamos haciendo en este negocio. Comenzar a reclutar para desarrollar y para licenciar, para promover a esas personas y darle la oportunidad la cual nosotros tenemos actualmente. No nos limitemos nunca en darle la oportunidad a cualquier persona, así sea que esté recién llegada. A mí me tomó esperar 6 meses para que llegaran mis papeles y poder comenzar con esta oportunidad. Pasé la licencia de inversiones a la 9ª vez, sin ningún tipo de miedo, sí, muchos miedos, muy retante, el idioma, todo, pero lo más importante es que en cada reto, en cada caída, en cada falla, me ayudó a mí a fortalecerme y a crecer mucho más como mujer, como persona y saber en dónde tenía que ajustar en mi negocio. ¿Por qué? Porque sabía que tenía grandes retos, porque la persona que tiene grandes retos y tiene grandes sueños sabe que tiene que pasarlos, sobrepasarlos y aún así va a llegar la victoria. Mi palabra, como bien lo dice, me define, soy persistente, en ningún momento desisto ante ninguna dificultad, ante ninguna adversidad, porque sé que cada reto está hecho para hacerte más grande y para hacerte mucho mejor. El contrato llegó en noviembre del 2021, ya preparada yo, con un equipo espectacular, enfocada en ¿qué? En crecer y llevar mi negocio al siguiente nivel. El negocio siempre se mantiene abierto, el de nosotros de los 7 días de la semana, completo trabajando para mí las 24 horas del día. Yo no me desenfoco en ningún momento en dejar de pensar en mi negocio. Donde quiera que esté, mi negocio está en mi mente, en mis manos y pensando cómo llevar a mi equipo al siguiente nivel. Siempre pensando en ajustar en los pequeños detalles, que ahí está la diferencia. Son detalles mínimos que tienes que ajustar todos los días. El atender para mí fue importante, ajustarlo. ¿Por qué? Porque un día me di cuenta que estaba en la oficina nada más con 6 personas. Con 6 personas que estaban viendo entrenamientos espectaculares y muchas personas perdiéndose esos entrenamientos. Decidimos enfocarnos con todo el equipo. Hice un llamado ¿para qué? Para que esto pasara y así sucedió. Actualmente nos vemos y lucimos de esta forma. Más de 30, 50 personas que asisten a todos los entrenamientos de la jerarquía naranjo. ¿Por qué? Porque nos encargamos de tener entrenamientos para equipar y empoderar a nuestros agentes, para que salgan con las herramientas adecuadas a la calle, a hacer el trabajo que tenemos que hacer, cambiar vidas, ayudar a familias y proteger obviamente lo que las personas más quieren. Así luce un equipo que realmente es liderado con ejemplos, porque un equipo solamente lo puedes liderar con ejemplos. Con lo que tú hagas, ellos van a seguir. No es lo que les susurras al oído, es lo que haces cada día para que ellos te puedan seguir. Somos un equipo ganador del cual me siento orgullosa de todos mis líderes, que los represento hoy orgullosamente como Fatima Gomes, como Dream Builder y como Félix Melo, que es mi esposo que me acompaña. Una persona que me mantuvo en todo momento ayudándome. En el 2023 de diciembre decidimos tomar y hacer un cambio en nuestras vidas y decidimos hacer acción para que llegara este $1.000.000 a nosotros. Él trabajó con su código, pasó a los 50,000, los 100,000, solamente para demostrar que él podía pagar las cuentas con su cheque. Unimos los códigos después a los $800,000, pero él estuvo en toda la carrera, 300,000, 400,000 que lo cruzamos en marzo, 500,000 que los cruzamos juntos en mayo, 600,000 en julio, 700,000, 800,000, hasta el $1.000.000. Un trabajo espectacular que gracias, mi amor, estoy muy orgullosa de ti por todo lo que has hecho. Y el éxito no es casualidad, no se consigue de la noche a la mañana, hay que perseverar, hay que persistir, no hay que desistir en ningún solo instante. Realmente nosotros nos hemos mantenido en 15 meses haciendo un trabajo de mucho crecimiento personal, primordialmente nosotros, pero así se mantuvo nuestro negocio. Un 150 por 150 en 15 meses, un viaje que tuve con Diana y con toda la filosofía, con el Dream Team de nuestro equipo, de nuestra jerarquía. Ella nos dijo, tienen que enfocarse en hacer 100% todos los meses, 20 licencias, mantener 20,000 en producción personal y un QBI entre 85%, y así fue. Así sentí que ese fue el secreto que estalló para que nosotros llegáramos a ese $1 millón. Todo el 2024 nos mantuvimos con esos números espectaculares y siendo realmente cada vez esforzándonos en hacer mucho más. Las claves para el crecimiento de nosotros yo las puedo decir y las describo de esta forma. Para mí es importante el crecimiento personal y mantener las emociones equilibradas. ¿Por qué? Porque este negocio te va a decir en qué momento puedes llorar, gritar, patalear, pero contrólate. ¿Por qué? Porque vienen cosas más fuertes y tú te tienes que estar preparando porque tienes un equipo que te está guiando, que te está viendo todos los días. Disciplinarte, trabaja en tu disciplina diariamente, sé persistente, cree en ti por sobre todas las cosas, no dudes en ti en ningún momento, sé intencional con el trabajo que estás haciendo todos los días, busca tener todos los resultados completamente diarios, empodera a tu equipo y equípalos con las herramientas correctas, lidera con ejemplo, licencia a todas las personas que lleguen a tu negocio. Que las personas vean este negocio como su propio negocio, que ellos sientan que tienen obviamente poder ahí, duplícate. Rétate todos los días a ser mejor, eso nos ayudó muchísimo, retándonos todos los días. Describe, rodéate de un entorno exitoso, que eso es lo que te va a ayudar. La jerarquía naranjo ha sido un elemento clave en el crecimiento de nosotros porque el ambiente de éxito que respiramos allí es increíble. Nos sentimos todos los días más retados, con ganas de seguir creciendo porque los ejemplos son increíbles y cada vez vemos personas más adelante. Lo más importante de tu vida eres tú, la decisión que tomas. Si tomas una decisión, manténla, trabaja todos los días por ella, porque eso te va a llevar a ti a donde quieras llegar. Estoy súper agradecida con esta filosofía millonaria, ¿ok? La meta de nosotros no solamente, obviamente, ser parte de ellos con nuestra palabra que nos define claramente, pero no es el $1 millón. Cuando tomas una decisión y trabajas cada día por ello, puedes hacer todo lo que tú quieras. Pero lo más importante realmente ahora para nosotros es llevar a más de 100 líderes de nuestro equipo a que tengan la misma, puedan vivir lo mismo que estamos viviendo nosotros en estos momentos y ser ganadores de más de $1 millón también. ¿Por qué? Porque sabemos que es posible. Y como lo dice nuestro gran fundador de nuestra compañía, que a él me aferro a este llamado, realmente él dijo que esto no iba a ser fácil, pero que valdría todo el esfuerzo que tú hagas por él. Y de verdad, yo lo considero y sé que es así, porque todo lo que he hecho en este negocio, todo lo que he pasado, por cada adversidad, ha valido y gracias a eso estoy aquí. Así que muchísimas gracias a todos. Honrada a ustedes.
Wow, well, an incredible message from Fatima. And some of you maybe that didn't understand, just a quick recap, right? She hasn't been that long in the business. She left a great replacement of 100 licenses. She was persistent enough. She took her test 9 times. But if you keep working and if you keep doing the job, I'm telling you, things are gonna happen for you. And that's why her and Felix are our new $1 million earners. To wrap up, guys, I'm gonna go quick over some of the things that I wanted to tell you. I read this about extraordinary because I remember Art Williams said, this is a company for ordinary people to become extraordinary. And when you look at that, it really tells you a lot of things. You have to be exceptional, remarkable, extraordinary. You have to possess qualities, abilities that are above and beyond what's considered normal. Extraordinary character. I mean, so many things he says. And I said, oh my God, like, how can I do all this? How can I have all these things? And when you look at it, it's really not that hard what we think. The company allows us to be exceptional in many ways. The first exceptional thing that we do is believing in the opportunity. That's the most exceptional thing I've done in the last 9 years. It's just believing. Abilities that are considered above normal, but you know what's an ability above normal? Be disciplined for 8 or 9 years. The majority of people will be disciplined for a month, a year. All I've done is be disciplined for 8 or 9 years. Extraordinary character, exceptional courage, determination is just to not stop. To keep doing it on the good days, on the bad days. Unique perspective about the world. Well, I think the only thing I have in there is I believe in people. I believe people can really achieve it. I believe there's something good in every person that joins our business. Inspire others, obviously we do with our success. Now, what I've learned in this business is it doesn't take that long to really change your life, but it's really just something that you have to decide. I believe the first 3 years that you see on the slide is the really, let's say, the tough years, is the building years. This is what happened with me. The first 3 years was of extreme effort. It was an effort that is not an effort that kills you. I think we do a lot of worse things. I mean, I did a lot of worse things when I was a nurse practitioner, right? Working nights. But these 3 years where you got to put a lot of effort in learning, becoming a different person, learning how to talk to people, learning the fundamentals, go over the disappointments, right? The thing is that in the first 180 days, the majority of people give up. After the first trial, they think this is not for me. Maybe I'm not good enough for this. I don't know how to talk to people. I'm nervous. Everyone quits. I mean, they put all the excuses and the things in their head and they quit. And after 3 years of hard work, right, it only takes about 1.5 years, 2 years. It depends on your situation. Fatima took longer to get to RVP because of her licenses. Some people might take longer for some reason. Just make sure it's not because you don't do the job. But it might take 1.5 years, 2 years for you to go RVP. But if you keep pushing, and you keep pushing, then all of a sudden your efforts start being less. And in the beginning, you feel like you're overworked and underpaid. I was a regional leader making $45,000. I was a nurse practitioner making $120,000. I come full time to the job when I'm only making $45,000. So you overworked and underpaid. But then little by little, your effort starts going down and your income starts going higher. And what we get paid right now, what I got paid last month, what I've been paid this last year, compared to the effort that I'm putting now, it's more than extraordinary. But the income that I'm making now is not because of the job that I did this year. It's because of what happened 9 years ago and because I've never stopped that momentum. So I encourage you at the time that you're disappointed, that you're tired, just think of this line. Just think the effort is this small for just a period of time. Obviously, I can't finish this show without talking about licenses. I would love to tell you that it's all motivation, or I would love to tell you that it's just recruiting. I would love to tell you, no. The building blocks of our business is licenses, and that is the only reason why I'm making the money that I'm making. This is the slide when I got to the $1 million. Now that I'm at 2 million, I'm at 1,800 licenses. So all you have to do is to focus on your license. And just to finish and wrap up, I love Primerica, but you know why I love Primerica? It's a family business. I love this picture because it shows the entirety, the full thing of what Primerica is, okay? It's a place where it allows you to succeed. Right there, I'm celebrating a 1 million. Willie and Lorena were celebrating 4, Miguel was celebrating 2. We were all having success, we were making money. We want to make money, we joined the business to make money. I didn't join the business initially to change lives. I joined the business to change my life, make money for myself and my family. But then as you look at these pictures, there's babies everywhere, right? We're carrying babies with one arm, the other arm, right? Willie and Lorena have their daughters, their grandkids. Primerica is family. Primerica is a business that allows you to join families together, to join your family, to make your family a better family, but also to help you build friends that become family. So I encourage you guys to first believe in the opportunity. Second, to be disciplined and persistent for 6, 7, 8, 9 years, the time it takes you, because your effort will be big, but I'm telling you the rewards are huge. And last, to know that this business will change your family, but will also make you create a better family and a bigger family because you will make new friends, new teams, and people that will become part of your Primerica family. So we are beyond grateful for this show. We're grateful for the 1 million and the 2 million, but we know it's just a start. I know we're gonna do great things in the company. And lastly, thank you so much for all of you guys, not just my team, not just Naranjo hierarchy, but for everyone that has helped us and guided us through this incredible journey. Thank you so much, guys.